Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Bow Spot Doubles Climb. I believe this will be the second to last episode here today. And since even though I didn't show the other team for 7 videos, I actually showed it for 9 videos and it was the same amount of battles, so I think it can count. And we can switch to a new team that I built on stream. Well, not built on stream, it's more like I picked 6 random Pokemon out of my box and used it on stream. So yeah. Today's team is Salamence, Gothitelle, Escavalier, Marowak, Heatran, and Rotom Wash. It was actually pretty fun while playing it on stream, but you know what? We're gonna do our normal battle, our normal routine, and we're just gonna be, climbing up the ladder, 2 battles. Let's get started. Alright, we have Juliana from the United States with a 1610 rating as our first opponent. Bring the team of Politoed, Kingdra, Entei, Venusaur, Crobat, and Aegislash. Interesting team. Looks like Venusaur will be the Mega Evolution. And Salamence does pretty well against this team, as well as Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash does so well. This team doesn't like rain too much, though. I think I'll bleed Gothitelle plus Rotom Wash. Have Salamence in the back. Escavalier seems like the best last choice. Marowak doesn't help too much. Neither does Heatran, because Heatran is in the rain mode. Marowak can't really help because of the rain mode, the fact it can't take a water type attack. Mega Venusaur, and a Crobat. So I think we're fine. I think my game plan will be to my game plan will definitely be to weaken the Politoed first, get rid of Politoed, and then maybe Thunder Waving for the game to win. And if he leads Rain Mode, I do trap in his Politoed and his Kingdra. And if he leads Venusaur, I can always switch out into my Salamence 100%. So that's what I love about Gothitelle, just the ability to Shadow Tag is so good. That's why Mega Gengar is probably my favorite Mega Evolution to use. As we'll see what my opponent decides to bring, as my Gothitelle plus my Rotom Wash will take the field. As my opponent sends out Crobat and Venusaur, which is an interesting choice. I do have Psychic. Gothitelle's in a pretty nice position here against these 2 Pokemon. I think I'll just go for the Psychic into Crobat, and I'll actually switch out into my Salamence. Maybe a Super Faint Giga Drain is coming my way, but I do get the Intimidate out to Crobat in case this is some kind of weird Brave Birding Crobat. Also, the fact that I can start double edging and knocking out this Venusaur, and Venusaur has no safety yet. So Venusaur is gonna Mega Evolve. We'll see what my opponent decides to do. It's gonna be interesting. That I could say that Taunt is gonna come out. I didn't anticipate that, which is why I just went straight for a Psychic. And the Leech Seed actually going straight into the Rotom Wash slot, which is completely fine. Psychic is gonna go into the Crobat, which is going to do so much damage. That honestly was so much damage. As Salamence, gonna take some help from Leech Seed, but that's fine. I'm gonna Psychic the Crobat. And I mean, his Venusaur is most likely gonna protect here. I could double edge. Or I could switch out. But Intimidate doesn't really serve a purpose in this game anyway, so I'm just gonna Mega Evolve double edge. I mean, the worst I lose here is potentially a bit of my health. He could also protect Super Fang. I'm guessing protect Tailwind will be his play of choice. But yeah, and I had to Psychic Crobat because next turn he could Super Fang. Yeah, he does protect Venusaur, but I don't lose much here. As we are going to see the Tailwind up, which is fine because once this Taunt wears off, I can go for my Trick Room. As I will double edge into the Venusaur and go for the Psychic and will knock out this Crobat. So Crobat goes down, which is great because That's already one Pokemon down, and I don't have to worry about Super Fang anymore. So I don't have to worry about my Pokemon getting in range of being knocked out early. So we'll see. Also, I get rid of his Tail and Taunt user. Politoed is going to come out, and I'm switching directly into my Rotom Wash, expecting the Ice Beam and maybe a Leech Seed. And I'm just going to Psychic the Politoed because I do have to weaken the Politoed, as I said. If I weaken the Politoed, I do win with my Salamence once I get a certain form of speed control up. So I'm going to protect my Salamence here by switching out into Rotom. Scald's actually going to come out. Maybe targeting down the Gothitelle. Yep, good play. I guess the Burn, which is unfortunate. And Sludge Bomb. Into the Gothitelle. Okay, doubling up, expecting Protect. I can see it. And also probably because he doesn't want Trick Room to be set up in the following turn. We are going to get the Psychic off into the Politoed. That's 2 turns of Trick Room gone. I mean Tailwind gone, so that's great. He has to double up into my Gothitelle in order to knock it out, it looks like. I'm going to go for my Trick Room here. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt here into the Politoed. That Psychic did way too much damage. I think that's Scarf Politoed. That Psychic did way too much to that Politoed. I don't think it's bulky at all. So I'm definitely going for Thunderbolt, trying to knock out this Politoed. Luckily, he can't switch, which is a great thing. And if he is Scald, I think he's just going to Scald my Gothitelle. I know Giga Drain won't knock out my Rotom Wash. I'm pretty sure Scald plus Giga Drain won't knock out my Rotom Wash unless he's like max special attack. It doesn't look like it though because of that Sludge Bomb damage did a bit too little. But then again, I'm max special defense Gothitelle, so I could be underestimating my Gothitelle. But yeah, I feel like we're in a pretty decent position. He is going to go for Scald again, and it is going to target my Gothitelle. Doesn't pick up the knockout, and Sludge Bomb again into my Gothitelle. That is going to pick up the knockout. However, we are in a fine position as we are going to Thunderbolt this Politoed and pick up the knockout. Yep. Yeah, that was definitely Scarf Politoed. That had no bulk investment. I can go into my Salamence now. Its Aegislash is actually going to be my opponent's last Pokemon, not the Kingdra as I was expecting, so definitely interesting. Salamence comes out. I think I'm just going to protect my Salamence here and just go for a Thunder Wave into the Aegislash slot. I mean, the worst play he could do is Giga Drain and sub here. But I guess I'd be okay with that because Aegislash can't knock me out at this range. Maybe unless he's Life Orb, but I am not naive Salamence, so I might be able to live. Giga Drain is going to go into the Rotom. Good play. Does he double up though? Aegislash is going to stance change here and go for a Shadow Ball into the Rotom. Good play. But we actually are able to tank that. Wow, that's not a Life Orb 100%. We are going to get the Thunder Wave off into the Aegislash. And now we're in the rain. And now he's paralyzed, which is great. Rotom's bulk is really coming through. Love the spread. Now I can go for the Double Edge into the Venusaur. Double Edge will be able to knock him out. And I can go straight for the Hydro Pump. The worst thing is if he protects Venusaur and my Hydro Pump misses. I'm pretty sure Hydro Pump in the rain will do a lot of damage to this Aegislash. And then he has to crit my Salamence. And even then, even if he does that, I think I still have a chance to win the game with my Escavalier if I get rid of the Aegislash. I mean, I could Earthquake, but it's kind of risky because he might have weakness policy. Because that did so little. Look at that Shadow Ball did way too little. It did what, 50 damage? 50 something? That's really weak. So if he is weakness policy, and I'm not sure if Earthquake plus Thunderbolt would be able to knock out his Aegislash. Plus, if he doesn't protect Venusaur here, he could simply just go for a Giga Drain into my Rotom. It outspeeds, knocks out my Rotom. And then I lose the game, but looks like my opponent decides to DC here. I don't know, I think I would have won the game. It basically depended. Maybe I should have went for Thunderbolt because Thunderbolt would have been a really safe 2-hit KO on the Aegislash. Well, it might not have been a 2-hit KO. It depends on the Aegislash's spread, because if it isn't invested, I'm guessing in offensive pressure, I'm guessing it's invested in bulk. it came down to basically if I hit my Hydro Pump and then maybe if he got a double protect or not. I think that's basically what would have decided the game. But I still think Escavalier could have won the game pretty easily if I was able to weaken the Aegislash because Venusaur can't touch me. Anyway, on to the next battle. Alright, we have a 1567 rated player from Japan as our opponent, and more rain. Oh, this one's got Milotic though. This one could be tough. Alright, so what I'm looking at here is Rotom Wash doing extremely well. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Gothitelle, Rotom Wash as the lead again, I think, and I'll lead Escavalier and Salamence. Yeah. I think it's pretty safe. Basically, Gothitelle will allow me to trap in, and Helping Hand Hydro Pump boost in the rain will definitely be able to knock out the Milotic, so if I get rid of Milotic, I could actually have a pretty nice time with my opponent's team, because Intimidate's really annoying to deal with. Gothitelle, Rotom Wash is going to hit the field as we see Gengar and Heatran. Was not expecting this. What was his potential Mega Evolutions? Wasn't Gengar's potential Mega Evolution? In any case, I'm going to protect Gothitelle and actually go straight for the Thunder Wave into Gengar because slowing down the Gengar will be nice. It is Mega Gengar. Interesting. So, oh yeah, Milotic was his other possible one. Heatran's going to protect. Understandable. And that's great. Let's see what his Gengar does. I don't think this is Perish Song. You're not Perish Song. Yeah, just Shadow Ball into the Gothitelle slot, not the Rotom. So we get the free Thunder Wave off. And now we've paralyzed the Gengar. Awesome. And I can go straight for the Psychic into the Gengar now. And the Hydro Pump into the Heatran since he can switch out. Gonna fire off the Heat Wave. We should be able to tank that with both Pokemon. Yeah. No burn, thankfully. Hydro Pump, we do miss, unfortunately, but not too big a deal. Because Heatran's not a big threat to my team. Psychic does a lot. Shadow Ball's gonna come out. Please don't knock out my Gothitelle. We hang on 3. I guess a special defense drop. That special defense drop kind of hurts. Because now we're in range of Heat Wave 100%. Yeah. I'm going to protect Gothitelle here and actually just go straight for the Thunder Wave into the Heatran. Just to slow it down. Looks like he's not protecting either Pokemon. Maybe protect Gengar? Nope, going for the Flash Cannon. We are going to get the Thunder Wave off into the Heatran. That's good. Really good. And we'll probably see the Shadow Ball into Rotom. Sludge Bomb into Rotom, which is fine. No poison, thankfully. What's his last 2 Pokemon? Maybe Kingdra combined with Politoed? I'd have to keep both Pokemon healthy. I'm going to go for the Psychic into his Gengar slot, and I'm going to fire off a Hydro Pump into the Heatran. Gengar going to protect here, which is fine. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump again, hopefully. We do connect with this Hydro Pump, so that's good damage. Nice damage. Excellent. Psychic. And Flash Cannon? Yep, Flash Cannon's going to go into the Gothitelle, which is fine by me, because Gothitelle has done its role here. Gothitelle has done its role here. We are going to heal back a bit with leftovers, and soon we might be able to live a Draco Meteor from the Kingdra with a little bit more recovery. I'm going to send out my Salamence here. And now we just threaten with the Earthquake. I don't even have to Mega Evolve here. I'm just going straight for a normal Earthquake and a Thunder Wave into the Gengar slot in case he wants to switch out. Maybe he has Politoed, maybe he has, I don't know, Kingdra and he decides to switch out. We are just going to go for a normal Earthquake here, and this will be able to pick up both Pokemon. Imagine if we were Moxie. Imagine if we were Moxie. We would get a +2, but no, we're always going to be Intimidate in VGC. But we are able to pick up a double knockout here. Very, very, very good. And now we'll see what my opponent decides to bring out. I'm guessing it's going to be Kingdra and Politoed as his back Pokemon. because Mainatric's not really an option. Politoed is going to come out. That looks like Kingdra? Yep. Now it's a question of does Kingdra carry sub or not. I don't think he carries sub. This could be risky. I'm going to go for double protect here to scout. Because I think with leftovers I might be able to live a Draco Meteor. So at least even if he gets a sub up I can at least protect right here. And I also want to scout the Kingdra as Ice Beam because that might affect my decision. So we're going to protect here. I was also scouting out a potential protect from the Kingdra, which is the reason why I wanted to make this play. Ice Beam is going to go into the Salamence and an Icy Wind. Okay. Not really what I was anticipating. Because he's leaving the Rotom Wash alone. We should be able to live a Draco Meteor. So I'm going to switch on to my Escavalier. Go for the Thunder Wave. Into the Kingdra. Maybe it's the Lum Berry Kingdra. Maybe that's why it's not afraid. Maybe it's Lum Berry. I wonder if it is. He's going to Ice Beam again. We'll see if he's Choice Specs or not. Or Life Orb. That's a pretty good amount. It is Life Orb. That's the reason why. We are going to get the Thunder Wave off into the Kingdra. Very good. Very good. And Ice Beam probably means he doesn't have sub. Encore is going to come out into the Rotom. I don't mind, because I can just Thunder Wave the Politoed now, and that's not really a big problem. And he might Ice Beam my Rotom slot. But I can protect Escavalier. If I protect Escavalier, that could be pretty bad. I'm gonna Mega Horn the Kingdra, because I'm pretty sure Mega Horn would be able to pick up the Nugget. And I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Politoed. And we do have chance for paralysis here, and once the Rotom Wash gets unencored, we should be able to do some nice work with the Thunderbolt. Icy Wind from the Politoed misses the Rotom. I can't really say that much matters because Icy Wind doesn't really matter at this point if he's paralyzed. Maybe trying to catch my Salamence on a switch in. Hydro Pump's going to come out. It's Life or Brain Boosted. That's able to pick up the clean Oko. Wow. That did so much. But Rotom Wash is healing pretty nicely here. I can send out my Salamence here, and Icy Wind means he doesn't have Ice Beam. I could potentially just go for the Dragon Claw into the Kingdra, but I think I'm going to protect here to stall out my Rotom Wash's Encore turns, as well as scout for a potential protect from his side, because he hasn't been going for protect at all. The question is, who do I want to target with my next move? I honestly kind of want to target down the Politoed more, because the potential of Perish Song is... Oh, I forgot about the potential of Perish Song. That could screw over this protect if he does go for Perish Song this turn. He goes for disable. Oh. And he gets paralyzed. Actually, no, he shouldn't have Perish Song. He has Icy Wind and Encore. Yeah, because Perish Song you run protect. I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Claw into the Kingdra. And I'm going to have to struggle with my Rotom Wash. Luckily, it's only for one turn. And we do get the Dragon Claw off. This should pick up the knockout. We're adamant. Yep. And we don't have to risk any recoil. So Icy Wind should not be able to knock us out, even with a crit. At least I don't think so. Maybe if he was modest or something, but I doubt it. Struggle. We're going to take recoil. And the Icy Wind is going to come out. It's going to hurt my Salamence, not my Rotom. Yeah, the Icy Wind would have knocked out with a crit. Nice. Speed does drop for both Pokemon, but he is paralyzed. Rotom should be encored now, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And I can just go straight for the Double Edge plus Thunderbolt. I don't think he had any chance of winning. Yep. I think he would have had to protect right there. I think he would have had to get a double protect to try and win this game. But Double Edge is actually able to pick up the straight knockout on Politoed. Adamant Mega Salamence is not a Pokemon you want to mess with. And we will take this game. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I think that was a pretty clean game because I think I knew what I needed to do. Of course, the Hydro Pump missed on Heatran sucked, but I guess it didn't really matter in the end. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, leave a like down below. Show your support. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And I'll see you guys around in the next episode, which is the final episode, by the way, so stay tuned.